I gotta fix her stove.
How long has it been broke?
She says before I moved in.
Long enough.
She said when she got back, she found it that way. I took a picture of the brand. I'm gonna look it up on the internet after we get done with this. It's gonna be good.
Is there anything while we're doing this that we should be tuned into to see, like on our phones or anything else? Like
to monitor it.
Like, Pat, are you on multiple devices doing this or anything?
I'm just chilling on this. I got the stream up just so I can see who's in the chat. If you guys want to hop in the top chat, Steve Napolitano is here.
Steve Knapp.
I'm gonna do that.
What chat?
Oh, it just if you got the live feed, I got it up on a separate monitor.
I see.
Is that live feed the one you shared in the messenger?
Yeah.
On YouTube?
I've got a former student waiting. I just got a message on my private Facebook.
Cool.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
Yo, real quick, can somebody go see if I'm on real Facebook right now? I'm just search me on regular Facebook.
I'm not on Facebook. Well, I think I am accidentally.
No, don't you have the burner account?
That's for Twitter.
Oh.
Thor on acid.
It's nice to hear you actually say the name out loud.
Dude.
That's exactly what I expected it to sound like when it came out of your mouth. I know it sounds weird, but like every time I hear it, I just hear Thor on acid.
That's all it is.
Yeah, Brandon, I don't see your account, so you're good.
Solid. Not trying to be on Facebook Live. I was listening to the radio.
Scott, what time you firing this up?
Oh yeah. Can he hear us?
I think he's jamming out.
What up? I think I was a little bit quiet there. What's up? Welcome to Heat Mania Live on YouTube. It's episode 40. I don't know. I'm trying to do like a little jingle or something. But I got Atticus Finch with me right now. Are you guys all in New York?
Not at the moment.
I'm echoing for some reason.
All from Herkimer.
We're all from.
We got Cali. We got the Cali kid.
Yeah, I'm in Los Angeles.
Are you guys getting an echo?
I don't hear an echo from you. So I think you might be all good, at least on our end from that.
Horrible echo. This happened before.
And then we got Trevor. He's North Carolina. Put your hands up, take your shirt off, spin it like a helicopter.
Nice.
That's good. That's good spin movement.
Let me try something here.
Maybe your YouTube is up in the back or something like that, and it's playing to you.
I hate technical crap.
That's all right, brother.
Where is it? Where I hate repeating this. Talk amongst yourselves.
It's nice to be in the chat room with all you boys. It doesn't happen as often as I'd like. Trevor, you look prettier than usual, and you usually are about a 9.5 out of a 10. So that pretty much means
you're Patrick, you're schooled on this. Where do I mute the background?
Mute the background?
The on the web.
On the web? So one thing you can do if you've got it in the bottom right, you can you're trying to mute your browser sound, I take it, like the YouTube. One way, why is it playing your computer audio? Oh, so if you go to the actual YouTube feed, is it live for you right now?
1 second. About that. Is that okay?
Yeah, we aren't hearing the echo. It's on your. It's I believe
You
it's
have
only
the
Yeah,
on
it's
your-
definitely on my end. I just I
Do
think
you
I
still
got rid
have
of
it?
I think I told YouTube to not access my microphone. I think that's what was happening.
You good now?
Yeah, we're good now.
Rock and roll. Baby.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. Anyway, that happened once before, but I had to restart the entire thing. It was horrible. We couldn't figure it out at all. Anyway, this is episode 40. It's the first time on YouTube, obviously, because I didn't know what I was doing right there, but I'll get it eventually. Atticus Finch is with me, and that's awesome for episode 40. I don't know. Is 40 really a milestone, or is it 50? Because people usually say, well, 50, like the 50th wedding anniversary or something.
I think 40
I
years
think-
is a big deal. Hey, Scott, I'm not sure, and I'm saying this, and I'm going to look like a fool on the live stream if it is.
No,
but
we're live. We're live.
We are live. How
Yes.
exciting.
Tammy Tits
Thank
says
you.
we're live.
Triple
Wait,
says
I
we're
did-
live. So we're
Tammy
live.
Tits says we're live, baby.
That's
just
how
got
you
echo
do
again.
live.
It was fine. What did you do?
Been
Patrick?
live this entire time. Tammy Tits.
Beautiful. That's what you want to hear.
It's back. It's back.
Can you
What up, everybody?
Can you all hear the
Everybody
echo?
watching?
Can you all hear the echo, or is it only on our
It's.
end?
I think it's just on my end. It's.
What
um,
you can do is just like a regular YouTube video, Scott. You can just go mute it up, and I think it's in the bottom left corner of the actual window, the live feed.
Let me see.
You can mute it there. That
That
might do it for you.
According to
Mute.
Tammy Tits, Zoom
There.
is straight shit for pretty
I got
much
it.
everything except talking
See.
to your grandmother. Thanks.
How come
Tammy
I
Tits.
can't see it though? I'm like trying to monitor it and I can't.
This is
see it.
exciting.
I got it up on my iPad over here.
Oh, cool. It must be nice, Scott. Rub it in as if I'm not
Well, I mean,
jealous enough.
you can
Give me
do it.
detail.
If you had an iPad, you could do it.
I do. Maybe I should
Yeah,
get it.
Scott. No echo on the feed, man. This is beautiful.
Yeah, I don't have it now. I found the mute thing on
Let's
there.
do it. Let's rock. and
Anyway,
roll.
back to the episode. Jesus. This is gonna be fun. Hey,
Tim
I think the very first podcast went smoother than this. Back in last July. Okay, deep breath. All right, I got to thank John Cranford for being on. We had a great interview. I don't know if you guys caught that, but that last episode, it was so much fun talking to him. He lives down in South Carolina, and he's actually from, if I can say it right, is it Eau Claire, Wisconsin, or Eau Claire? It's like EAU something like that. Claire.
I don't know how to pronounce it, but Wisconsin is a beautiful place.
I've never been there. I hear there's cheese and the Packers. That's about all in it. And brats. He said there's brats up there.
A lot of lakes too. A lot of lakes.
Yeah.
Lando,
You guys have a
not
lot
the
of
Land
lakes, too. You guys have a lot of lakes.
Fresh brats.
Yeah, the Adirondacks are loaded with lakes.
Big lake, guys.
Yes.
Big lake guys.
Huge
over
We'll
lake
talk
here.
about the
guys.
Adirondacks because I got a shirt from there. Yeah, that'll be fun. Anyway, so thanks to him for being on. He was on the very last episode on Facebook. So here's a little milestone there, I guess. Right? So YouTube's way better, I think. It's supposed to be. So hey, next Tuesday, you guys might want to check this out. You guys like metal, like metalcore, like raw, like screaming, like energy.
Big
Yeah.
metal
You guys have a lot
guys.
of energy too, but it's a different kind of it's
Huge
different kind
metal
of music.
guys.
But they're called Ire, and they're from Pittsburgh, and they're going to be on Tuesday.
How do they spell that?
Like IRE,
The ire.
Ire. There's 3 of them, and they're pretty cool. I found them on, I believe, Instagram, and just how I found you guys on Instagram. I found you guys through me and Patrick were talking about. I was trying to think. I always try to figure out how I came across bands that I've had on that I didn't know before, and it was that Unknown But Awesome Bands guys on Instagram. I had you
It's a
guys
good-
on there, and I checked it out.
It's a good page. You got a lot of good bands on there. It was cool to
Yeah.
be on that page. Just, you find a lot of good. I think everyone's always looking for good music. And Sky, I think
Yeah.
we appreciate you having us on because, we get a chance to, share our music. I think that's why every musician does it for
Definitely.
themselves, but obviously to share it with the rest of the world. And hopefully they don't think it sucks.
You say that. I don't even know what page you guys are talking about that we were on. I feel bad. I feel like a jerk. What page is this?
Oh, it's a page with a bunch of workout stuff.
He's thinking that. No, what's
Richard
the name of the
Simmons
page you mentioned?
style stuff.
It was it was like an unknown but good bands page.
But awesome bands.
But
No,
awesome bands.
Not just good, awesome bands.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
and
it's
you
an
guys were on
awesome
there.
band.
Yeah, and they literally just pump bands from all around the world.
Like
on
every day,
there.
there's like 2 or 3 every day. It's crazy.
All right, I didn't know what it was. Okay.
Yeah, check it out. They're really.
Well, I'm
I don't
gonna know.
who they are. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl that does it, or a guy or a woman. I don't know. We don't know. They're behind their screen and nobody knows.
Whoever
Did
they
you
were,
did you get
thank
to email them or anything, Patrick? Like, did you talk to them directly?
I talked to them a little bit over chat, and you know what? They pretty much literally just reach out to bands and follow bands and just try to keep it going. And obviously with Instagram, it's easier to do back than it was probably 20, 30 years ago to find new bands, and that's the beautiful thing about it.
Yeah,
It's
I
pretty
don't
dope
really
they
have
do that
trouble
too.
anymore like I did, but
It's dope that they do that too, because there's so many like playlisting things now that people, will use for as a means to just like not only get followers, but people are paying for that kind of stuff now. So it's dope to see people like pushing music because they love the music.
yeah, and different, like, well, especially with them, they might sound like mainstream somebody, but then there's a little catch that they're not. They sound like I heard this. They were on YouTube. I can't remember the name, but they sound just like Korn. Just like Korn. There's no little hooks that make them different. They sound exactly like Korn. It's just new Korn. I can't remember. I can't remember who they are, but
Big Korn guys.
They're literally called New
they don't
Korn.
even look like Korn. They don't resemble them. I don't think they're trying to, but they just sound. If I was to look away, it would be Jonathan Davis and the rest of the guys. Monkey and Sweat and Tears. And, I don't know.
Yeah.
Monkey Head.
Yeah,
David, right? David was the
Fieldy,
drummer.
the fucking bass players.
Yeah,
The
Fieldy,
bass
yeah.
player's name was Fieldy.
Is he the one that's not in it anymore? Isn't there a guy that went Christian or something?
The drummer went Christian. His name was David.
No, Head went was born again.
Oh, it was Head. Yes,
Yeah,
Head
Yeah,
went
he was
Christian.
born again, and then he came back. He was like a guitar player for like a couple of Christian metal bands and stuff.
But they did
like
get
that.
a new drummer too, and he's actually
Yeah.
better, I think, than the last guy was.
New drummer is nasty, dude.
Yeah, he is. I watched his tryout videos on YouTube when he was trying out for Korn, and it was just flawless. And he was playing in his underwear and backwards and upside down. It was crazy. I don't think he was, but that would have been awesome. He would
That's
have been
dope.
Wouldn't have been
su-
bad, bro.
super stuff. Hey, I got to
Reminds me
reschedule.
of Greta Van Fleet. It's like, oh, is that Led Zeppelin?
Here's a copyright story. So the first time that Facebook told me that I wasn't allowed to do it, that's when Shenandoah was on. So and I ended up having to take the whole episode down because Warner Music Group claimed the whole thing eventually. So I just took it down just to avoid all that crap. So that was episode 25, and I'm not gonna just say, well, episode 25 didn't happen, because then I'd have to go back and change all the numbers. You know what I mean? You guys would be like 39. I'm not gonna do that. That's stupid. So just because but anyway, so he had to reschedule for next Friday, and he can't be on because the album's not gonna be ready yet. I'm like, well, that's all right. We'll play the old stuff. I had to take it down anyway, so nobody's heard it yet. The old stuff. So,
Well,
but he didn't.
That's
Play
the
the
good thing
hits.
about us. We actually, back in 2015, we actually re-recorded an album. So if we had come on your podcast in 2015 and our album wasn't done, we would show you the same songs just recorded 6 years earlier. So
the story that you have posted about the pointing that's a great story. The condoms.
Oh yeah,
the condom story.
I did that one night when I had access to the Instagram.
People are gonna have to go and look at it. I don't want you to even tell the story, but the condom finger and stuff. It's a great story. It was funny. A lot of things that you guys do. You guys must get along terrific especially on the road. Like you don't get sick of each other at all. It doesn't seem like, even when you went to California and did your tour and stuff. It just seems like you were just on point all the time. I'm sure the experience was great, but you had to get tired at some point, and like you're getting sick of Mr. Commando's beard and getting sick of Trevor because of his name. Just baby stuff. You know what I mean? Like when you're together.
There was one point, it was like Brando, myself, and I think Nick in the car driving to a gig in Albany. And Brando's just like, yeah, I don't know, man. Touring's not for me. And I just wanted to prove him wrong.
I was fucking pissed like half
Albany?
the time, dude.
My goodness.
Once we got out of Western New York and we got to Herkimer, it was almost like, oh, vacation, where is it? And I just got like real pissy. It was no one's fault. It was my own. Like, I remember getting home. Remember when we were on the train home, or we were driving the train up to.
You're driving the train?
No, we were riding the metro in New York. Our last show of that tour was in New York City. And it was me, Jordan, and Nick Moran, a drummer from California, right?
Oh, I was there too.
And were you on the train with us, Fruits?
Yeah.
Yes,
I was
there's
on the
video
train, too.
evidence.
We're going to your place. And Fruits was with us. And we were doing the exit interviews because Pat was sick and he's our videographer. And we were doing exit interviews and they were like, and I'm just sitting here just like passed out, like all I want to do is go home and see my girlfriend like a little bitch. I was done, yeah.
Homesick.
They loved it though. They had a lot of fun.
So yeah, that's the thing. It's like since I mean Brandon and I obviously see a lot of each other because we're brothers and we're near each other.
Where's he at? I wanted to see the resemblance. I think I picked him out in the picture though.
Oh,
He's the other
let's
one
see.
going-
Guess.
Right?
Guess. They're in the same room.
What are the other members doing right now that they couldn't be on? That's I always ask. You know,
Nick is working. Newman
That's no
is
excuse.
Newman is shy. He's really cute and he knows it. So he kind of is like that. Like Newman's kind of like that cute cat that just kind of walks up to you really quick and shows and flashes that little smile, and then like you're like, hey, what a cute cat, and then walks away.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's kind of what happens.
So he sells the band for you basically with his looks and
Essentially,
demeanor.
with how good he looks, it legitimizes us. Like all of us get up on stage and just act a fool, but there's one really handsome dude, so everybody's kind of like, oh, okay.
I saw on was it on Instagram one of the pictures. Somebody asked you, why does Newman look like the orange guy? Who is that guy?
Yeah, Orange Cassidy. He's a wrestler in AEW. His whole thing is he's just this really chillax, doesn't have much of a personality guy.
He does look like him though in that picture. The pictures side by side, he looks exactly like him.
It's his doppelganger. And
fooled me.
it's what's nice about Atticus Finch is we have two sex symbols, and that's
And
hard to
another
find
band.
in-
You have a whole other band also on Apple Music. Apparently, you know.
Yeah, exactly. There's a whole other band on Apple Music that's
They're
copying the
terrible.
Atticus Finch name. Hey, you know what? There's
No, what
plenty
is
of
this?
Atticus-
What is this? What?
There
Yeah,
you
there's
go.
a band.
I
There's another
use
band
Apple-
called Atticus Finch, and
Yeah,
they're
I
on
use Apple
Spotify
Music.
and
And
Apple
on
Music.
Apple Music, there's a your all's album is called Vertigo. It's your picture and everything that I use for the event. It's all that, and then the album is not yours. And there's another album on there from '95 it's just bad. Hopefully they're not watching.
Scottish
I don't-
or Irish?
I can't. It's not good at all. I just can't get into it. I mean, it's not.
Not good. Not good.
It's not good.
From
That's
from the
yeah.
information I
and
could gather,
they stole the name from you guys, obviously. I mean,
Well,
I don't
we
know if
took
they
it
were
from the
there in
same place.
'95.
Yeah, we took it from the same
doesn't mean
place
anything.
they probably did, honestly. But
Right, really. How many other Atticus Finches does everyone know in the world? You know, like
well, somebody Google it. I think
I'm gonna go
I
listen to it
googled
right
it
now. I'm
just
gonna
to
go
see
see what they're
whatever
all about.
else. I think I googled it to see like if there was any like reviews or anything from that I could steal from somebody else. Now I'm kidding.
well, the way it works, unfortunately, with Apple Music, like some of these streaming sites, it's just really hard to separate band accounts. Spotify is really easy. Bad at Apple Music, unfortunately, is not. But
Is you said you go through? You told me you go through CD Baby. Is that kind of like DistroKid ish?
exactly like it's just another distributor that you can put your music to. It's just so cool.
I hate
that, like,
DistroKid.
You hate DistroKid?
I hate
Jordan, I feel
DistroKid.
like this is your battle here.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Well, I
about-
don't want to get into it now. I'll have to tell you another time or after. I'll tell you after we get off the stream. I hate it. I hate him. Anyway, I got my money back though. That was good.
Oh shit!
Let's. What do you guys want? Let's see. I want to talk about the shirt. Can all you guys see the shirt?
Lakeside Licks in the background. Yeah.
I've been several times to Lakeside Licks up in Speculator, which is not too far from you guys, right?
No, it's about an hour, 40, 50 minutes.
the
north of
east end of the
Depends on the snow.
Adirondacks, right?
Yeah.
It's a very large lake. Well, I mean,
It
yeah,
ain't
it's relatively
small.
large.
Not a small lake.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
which
definitely
which
small.
lake did you spend time on as a kid? Brandon and I were up at Pasico Lake. Where, Scott?
I
where
was
did
in
you-
Wells. I was in
You were
Wells.
in Wells.
Very. You blink, you miss it. There's no stop signs at all. I don't think. I think there's a yield sign up by the. I think there's one like gas station. There's one laundromat. There's one little like motel. And one bar.
Yeah, and
Sounds
then
about
that,
right.
that sounds about right. But it's cool. Like you know what was nice? It's like for us growing up in a small area, it was really fun because you kind of had to make everything yourself.
I did
And
look at. Sorry, go ahead.
No, and that was like the coolest thing about it. Like, and Trev, I mean, if you want to take this one, playing at our high school. I mean, that was like our home venue when we were in high school, and like that's kind of where it started, right?
What, the
I mean,
whole
we've been
band?
together, what, 12 years, 13 years
Crazy.
going on it.
Yeah, we just like the scene for us, I guess, didn't really exist, and it especially didn't exist for us when we were young, because we were probably too young to go anywhere that there was any existence of a scene. So high school concerts were like the go-to.
Bomb.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
like, that's where you go, man. And it just, that was it.
Raised a lot of money for Outdoors Club, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Do they have like all
everyone-
ages shows up there and stuff, like all ages where everybody can go? Were
Yeah.
those around at that point or no?
Yeah, and we were the ones that kind of booked them. First, we did them at like high schools, and then as we got older, we switched. Aw,
Yo, blow up the
yo,
spot.
Caleb,
Content-
blowing up
sorry,
his
the content
spot
queen
in the
came home.
corner.
Yo, she.
Sorry, guys.
Oh yeah, so sorry.
Hey.
So sorry.
What's
She's
up?
the content queen.
As she whispers into the MXL 990,
Yes.
like a
Jealous.
Valley Sound Boy's wet
I don't
dream
even-
right there. dude.
Jordan.
The girl whispering into an MXL 990. Oh, Valley Sound dream come true.
Jordan, don't make me call my mom up here and have her give me a kiss on the cheek, all right?
Do it.
Oh, so like, I mean, the thing is with the MXL 990 is it's like the shittiest mic, like we said before. But
He
like,
even sounds sexy on that thing, doesn't he? Like, is it like a radio
That's-
voice?
it's-
Like a,
it's wild. That must sound
40.
fantastic if it sounds sexy through a 990. But
Yeah,
I had
noticed
the
that-
body of a 990, and I put like the innards of a very expensive microphone into it. So now when I'm at the studio and I'm recording a client,
innards.
I pull that thing out, and they're like, "Are you sure?"
Oh shit!
Well,
Are
I
you
said
using
that
a
to you
mod?
before, Jordan. You pulled it out, and are you sure?
Sounds about right.
Jordan, are you using a mod right now, or is that a legit 990?
This is a legit 990. My mod is at the studio.
That explains why it sounds so
don't
good.
believe
Then,
you.
all right, okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's not really the microphone; it's his voice. I mean, his
Well, that's-
voice makes
that's-
it-
That's the
That's
key,
important.
honestly. You can use a cell phone microphone. If your voice sounds good, it'll sound like it came
Yeah.
through a Michael
Casey
Jackson
Kasem.
record. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I noticed there's a town next to Herkimer called Mohawk. I'm a huge fan.
You like-
yeah.
I
Big
know.
Mohawk.
I had to trim it down though. It was getting out of hand, and I had to start using this glue and stuff, and it was I didn't like it, so I just
Well,
I had to.
dude, I wish we still had Pat. I might have to dig into the archives, but there
Do it.
might be one or two shows of me with the really tall mohawk.
I think I
Yes.
saw. Did I see something somewhere like that? Was it you guys? I don't know.
It's a way,
I see so many
way
different
back.
things.
It was it's a while ago, but
Trev's hair has been through many different forms. I
Yeah.
mean, he's been long. Like my mom actually, when he had his, because right now he's got the short hair and he rocks it. He looks kind of like a bro, you know, kind of like playing that. Look at that. He looks like he could be like, you know, playing soccer for like a professional team kind of
Brazil.
thing.
Brazil.
You could have him be like almost like a bro model, you know what I mean, on vacation. And then like he has this other persona where he's a beach bum and his hair goes down to here.
Ah,
And my
Haven't
mom
done
was
that
always
one.
like, "Oh, Trev, you're so cute. You're just such a beach bum."
You should have seen him when he hit puberty at 23, and he actually put his hair up in like a pompadour.
It was good.
28. Correction, 28.
28. Hey, I went to there was a guy in middle school that he had hair in middle school, like full all the hair that you're not supposed to have yet. That you're, I don't know.
We had a couple too. There's a dude with a mustache in like 7th grade. It was Ryan.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
This dude,
Ryan.
yeah, he had a mustache. Yeah, crazy.
I was jealous,
how many-
man, and I always wanted a mustache. It took me until like last year to be able to grow a mustache. That was a
I can't.
big deal.
I can't. I just look Amish all the time with like. the
Yeah,
beard
that's
like
right.
this.
You had the dirty stash going. There was like what, like a hot month where you
It
had
was
just
sick.
the stash.
It was sick. I didn't want him to shave it.
like a 70s porno stash. Right?
Well,
Yeah,
he gorilla
exactly.
styled, and he gorilla styled this shit too. Like I love it. Like he grew the whole beard out. Like you see, he's got a shadow now. Pat, can you show everyone your face? Look, it's a beautiful
There's a little
shadow.
bit there, yeah.
He
Little stubble.
he used to be on the news. He used to have a naked face. So he just grew the
He
whole
was on the-
beard.
you're on the news,
He
I was on the news. Yes,
like the Anchorman style news.
I would like the Anchorman style news. I did not
Yeah.
drink scotch at the desk But
Were you in a glass case of emotion constantly?
you know what? One would say I am right now in this box. It's more of a
Yeah.
virtual box of emotions.
Yeah, preacher choir.
And then he cut his whole beard off and he just gorilla mustached the world.
Yep.
Did you have like Commando has like a?
I didn't go that far. He's been working on it. So Commando is a music teacher. Trev is
a high school teacher.
Mix. So you do social studies. You do psychology.
You guys are teachers. All of you are teachers.
2 of us are teachers. I work
no more
in
industry up there?
schools and stuff. And then Ferrucci, he's like the marketing master. And then Jordan over here is the master of all trades when it comes to audio out in LA.
Were you you were doing the sound that one night? I watched that episode too. Was that you?
Ooh, one of the Content Brigade episodes. Yeah,
was
Jordan,
that-
yeah.
Yeah.
We had to run
So-
sound or something, and the guy was.
That's like, oh, we got to go full Valley style. Jordan's running sound. Pan to Jordan from the bottom with the iPad doing sound. It was very dramatic. I remember that.
Yes.
So did you have to play and do sound? When you
Yeah, I did sound for everybody else, I think. And once I got
Yeah.
it set to a certain point, I just kind of like set it and forget it. And then also Tripoli, aka Tammy Tits, he showed up and he takes over. He's so much better at audio than I am, but I'm so much better at being nice to people than he is. So
Yeah.
So yeah, Mike Tripoli is a member of
Sorry, I'm gonna mute.
Mike Tripoli is a member of the band. He's like he's our producer, and like he also is our resident bicker at us when he doesn't like what we're doing.
Wait,
Oh,
let me
yeah.
write this down.
If you go on YouTube and just type in stereotypical sound guy videos and just bits of that, it's
That's
him.
Okay.
Yeah.
But to be fair, we would not be where we are without Tripoli being a fucking
No.
like the way he is.
100%. Tripoli, like if it weren't for Tripoli, I wouldn't have like my job in LA. Like he got me into sound, he got me into all that stuff. So like he was the first step to all of it. So we talk all this trash, but Tripoli really is like the glue to everything.
No, dude, he's
wouldn't
the
met my wife.
coach or the teacher you don't want to tell you the shit. Like you want to hear, like you fucking sit there and drum, or for the rest of y'all, like play shit, and it's like, nah, run it back. That was shit.
Do it again.
Fuck, dude.
Shit, do it again.
Do it again.
It's shit.
I
Record
wanna-
it and
I
send
wanna
it
play-
over.
I want to play one of your all songs real quick here. Let me see. Let me look. Shit, that's not it. And then I want to talk about, when we come back from it, I want to talk about the record that you wrote separately. That's amazing to me, and I've been telling a few people about that. Leading up to the show, how you wrote it all separate. Was it Angst? It's off of that one.
Angst is off that record, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's. You want to talk about what Angst is about before I play it?
Yeah, Angst is a mixture of it. The idea started, I was in my room one night and I was home from work and I was like, what has happened to me? And I've gotten older and I didn't feel like I used to be. And it kind of is like the world moves so fast and you grow up and then you're just like, I can't believe it happened. So it really is like that mix of just like trying to find your spot in the world, especially with like social media. And you'll hear it. There's like calls out to like social media and like kind of just living life in the fast lane that is the information age. And we talk about it all the time, but that's kind of what Angst is. I would say the nuts and bolts of it.
Well, let's take a listen to it, and then we'll come back and talk about the record. Whoops! If I don't click on the wrong thing, that'd be good. There we go.
Can y'all hear my hiccups? I've had hiccups all day. They just don't go away.
Can we not hear this on our end? So can we talk or no? You're muted, Brandon.
Tripoli says you can hear us.
Yeah, we don't on YouTube. There's no music, but you can hear us talking. So it's just been awkward silence for the past little bit.
No. Trevor said some stuff, and then I was muted for a little while, but you can see me.
No, we're talking about the music. He's supposed to be playing a song.
Yeah, so through YouTube, you can't hear it at all. You can only hear us.
Poor Trevor.
Oof.
Poor Scott.
Why poor me?
I don't
Poor
know.
Trev. Poor Trev, man.
I got the Tammy Tits live stream going.
Can you hear the music through that or no?
No, there's no song playing. LOL says Tammy Tits.
Oh.
Tammy Tits is Mike Tripoli, everybody. That's who Tammy Tits is. He really is on the stream, even though he's not on the stream, just like always. Where's the link for this stream? Do you guys have it?
His link is in Instagram bio.
He's like, this is fantastic.
Wave him down, man. Can they not hear the music or?
I've gotten some feedback from people trying to watch. I don't think it's working on mobile devices, like the YouTube link itself.
Yeah, it doesn't work on mobile.
It is working on people's laptops.
It's not working on my desktop. There's the link. This event, no, this tells me this each time. It goes, this event will begin in a few moments.
Yeah, and I don't know why it's doing that.
I know other people are watching it too. Like I'm talking to them.
Yeah, it's strange, man. YouTube is being very strange tonight.
Dude.
Hey, Tripoli, if you're watching, I hope you liked when I sucked your dick there for a minute. Told you how awesome you are.
Big dick sucking guy over here.
Huge.
Fucking Tammy Tits. I shouldn't swear on the air, and there might be students watching. Tammy Tits. Yeah, and then I say Tammy Tits out loud. He's just like, oh, this is my favorite song you guys have ever written.
Yeah, this one's pretty easy to mix, isn't it?
Yeah, right. That's why
Hard
it's
to mess up the snare in this one.
Yeah. What do you think of this snare?
You do if worst case scenario, can't you do like a share screen of like
hold on. I might be able to do it. I'll be hold on. Let me can we? No, I can't. Okay, no, because never mind.
Well, to anybody still watching, this is essentially what it's like when we have band meetings, wrangling kittens.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, it's about right.
I wonder who is watching.
Ric Flair or Hulk Hogan? Steve Knapp. I vote Ric Flair.
Oh,
Yeah, I think
why they're
Ric Flair.
texted me.
Easy Flair.
Big Ric Flair guys over here in Atticus Finch.
I was trying to figure out. My mom texted me. She's like, I can't hear the music. I'm like, I don't know. And then Patrick's like, the music's not playing. I could hear it perfect. I thought it was great.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know. I mean, all my settings are. But you guys heard the before we went live. You heard the song that I played, right?
Yes. Brandon and I, when we were on, we did hear that. So.
But you can't hear it on the call now.
No, it does say you are sharing sound though, Scott. It does say Cute Mania Live is sharing computer sound. So it looks like you're doing everything right over there. I'm curious myself. What could be going awry?
I don't know because it's it is my first time on YouTube for one. I could do some sound testing for because I want to make sure it's on there on the stream. So let's see here. Let me just have something going on in the background here. Now the song I played at the beginning. Could you guys not hear that one either?
No, the techno one. No,
the very first.
That was smooth though. How you did that though. That was smooth. But no one can hear it.
Let me see if I can hear. I'll start Scrubs here and see if you guys you can't hear that either.
No, can't hear that one either.
I'm playing it right now, so I'm just gonna mess with some things. Just let me know.
Yo, boys, I sent you in the Valley Sound Studios chat a new link that should work on mobile.
What is it?
If it doesn't, let me know.
If you guys look at where it says live on YouTube on Zoom, if you go click on that, it'll bring you to the link.
Can you hear that? Is that better? No. I'm playing it right now, so I'm just gonna mess with.
No go
What's
on
that?
hearing it. Now. So Brandon, it's funny. I got it up in my screen because for years we've called you Brando Commando, and I think we always thought we were cool when we did it. But like, you
didn't
just
hear any of
searched
that
that.
stuff?
None of it.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know what to.
No one cares. Our music sucks anyways, dude.
Our music,
No,
bad, dude. It's rough.
The music is terrific. It's terrific. It's terrific. Go listen to it.
We're gonna give you all the red pill, everyone. The music we write, we think it's actually terrible music. We just know you'll love it.
Yes.
Just don't get the wrong.
For the lulz.
Just don't get the wrong Atticus Finch band because it's nothing like.
Did you guys listen to the rapper? The
Mhm.
Atticus Finch rapper? Have any
There's
of
a
them?
rapper?
I saw that.
On Spotify, there's a rapper called Atticus Finch. It's actually kind of fire.
I'm gonna start a beef with him as Jordy the Blonde.
You should. It's kind of good. I think it'd be a good fight. It wouldn't be like the
check him
Mayweather
out.
YouTube guy. It'd be a lot better than that one.
Brando, if you got a link, send that to me. I want to check it out.
Yo, look at Trev and
Play it now.
staring at their crowd.
You guys probably play it. In here.
Oh, don't worry, Fruits was there with you, bro. Fruits was there with you. They politely swipe and hinge. No, they're both taken. I was thinking, I'm like, wait, which one of them are they married? Are they engaged? I forget. Everyone's like at different stages right now.
So
Stages of what?
Single,
Oh,
married, engaged, dating. Everyone in the band's like at different levels. I have trouble getting it straight.
well, let's go around the room. Okay. We don't have to do that. No, what instruments do you guys play?
Everyone got quiet. I'm sorry.
Well, no, it's a good talk. It's a good combo. Why not?
Oh, yeah,
Trevor, start it off. Trevor, start it
for
off.
eHarmony.
So with Trevor.
All right. So.
brother.
All right. So I am engaged. I'm getting married next year to an awesome young lady named Emily. And I don't know. I feel like it's really good. It took a while to kind of get to that point, but when you meet someone you're with and everything like that, and it all works out, everything's good to go. You know what you're doing, and you just kind of go for it, and that's our plan. So invites to come.
You have a PowerPoint for your TED Talk you got going?
Yeah, you can subscribe to Suck My Dick.
Just a link to the chat.
For real though, Trevor, you're gonna have for her, it's like, where are you gonna get married? Because she's not from here, and you're in North Carolina. Your family's from New York. Where are you?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Caribbean, man.
All right, it is, and technically that's not.
I just lost my invite.
Yeah. No. Y'all didn't lose your invite. You're going to get the invite and then decide not to spend the money to come so that it shows that we still care about you.
Well,
but you don't want to be there.
Well, Trevor, this is why I asked. Her family is from that area, aren't they?
Yeah.
So this is pretty much her having the wedding where her family is.
Oh, yeah.
And really, when you think about it, it's got to be one or the other, or everyone's a destination. For sheer fact of principle that you're doing this out of the convenience for her side, I might go. It might be the only vacation that I ever go on.
Well, that's the thing, man. You should be there. We need an
Watch, I was the only one in the band who wasn't going to get an invite.
We need an Amish priest.
I'm sorry for my absence there, but Rob's going to check he's going to check the audio from in there on his phone. And kind of, since he's here, he's got a little bit of background on that.
Triple used to do that.
He used to be the sound guy for the show before he got a real job.
They do that, man. They do that.
These sound guys, they leave you. They'll hang in chats with you, and then they'll just tell you everything you suck at.
Yep.
And then
he does it on a daily basis. And
then they go, just send it to me. I'll take care of it.
Yep.
That's the best thing. That's the best thing about being friends with a sound guy is then you just like do something wrong on purpose and they'll just do it for you.
Just fucking send it.
And that's a sound guy talking about being friends with a sound guy. That tells you all you need
It's
to know.
unfair.
That's that
We
cheat
did-
code.
We did what was it? It was Marry, Fuck, Kill, right? Isn't that the name of the game that we played
it?
with everyone in the band?
Oh my god, that was hilarious.
I said that I want to really kill Tripoli, but the problem with that is he's the most genuinely useful human being to the entire universe I've ever met in my life. But I think he does it so he has open reign to just tell people just what he really thinks. I'll take it though. It's funny. It hurts, but it's funny. He's a
so
good dude.
good.
You'll all meet him sometime, baby. Tammy Tits.
It hurts so good.
Typically,
Be right back. I need to stay hydrated.
typically we rag on Tripoli, and what's cool is like, and you know, talking about it, like Tripoli is like a character in the like local music scene back home that we all grew up in, and it's just kind of cool how, you know, all these years we still rag on him. Like, and what's awesome about sort of Atticus Finch, and it's like almost like you look almost a bit more like a brand than it is a band, and it's not even really about us. Like, we got a good friend, our friend Harley, actually, he years ago got a tattoo of our first album, This Is Where We Came From, across his chest, and every time I see him, I just look at that and I'm just like, I love this dude. And
And it was because of you guys, right? That he got
I wasn't because of us. I think it was just the fact that somehow, some way, the little part that we added to it kind of just helped connect everybody. It was just something to do, but everybody met your friends at the shows, and like the idea of almost This Is Where We Came From is like, you know, you're from a small town, and there's things you love about your small town, there's things you don't like about your small town. And but the connections that you make in your small town, especially when you try to find your special niche, you have to create it. And I think that we were just fortunate to be someone who was a constant, almost, if that makes sense. We were never the best band on the circuit. We were just always the band that was on the circuit. There were iterations of what the best band was, and we were always the band that was like,
every promoter booked us for every show. Like they would have we were never the main act, except for when it's like Atticus Finch is going to be the main act tonight. But usually we were always on. Like there was, remember the one time they had like 2 or 3 shows at the Moose Lodge, and it was
In a
like
row?
pop punk metal. No, I think it might have been 2. I might be exaggerating. But it was the 2 of them, and we were the only ones on both of them. And one night we did our 2 metal songs and just all metal covers. And that's like what it was in the scene, though. We played every show. So
we used
And all
to
the
cover
hardcore kids were like, play break stuff.
We played Break Stuff by Limp Bizkit one time, and we never heard the end of it.
never
And
lived that shit down.
it became our
tear it down?
encore, because we were afraid we would get beat up if we didn't play that song.
Did they
You
mosh
are-
and stuff, like the happy circle and all that stuff? Did they do that?
Oh yeah.
You were afraid. I wasn't afraid.
You know what? I was afraid that one night where somebody threw a chair across the floor of the Moose Lodge, and that was my deposit on the line.
Like a
Oh man, you
I
know
was
what?
very
Yeah.
afraid that night.
You know
was it
why?
an Adirondack chair?
It's easy to say that because 32-year-old, 32. I'm 32. 32-year-old Brandon would go over there and bust that 15-year-old right in his jaw, and then pay for the deposit and the dental bill.
Was it an Adirondack chair that got thrown?
No, it was. I see what you did there.
This guy. Way to go. Sorry.
Trevor's missing again.
He stopped the story immediately when I said that.
He's back. Well, in his storyline in the Content Brigade episodes, because Trev wasn't on either of the 2 tours that we went on, and so he's missing in the storyline. And in fact, in the second season, if you want to call it that, Nick comes to New York, and we're missing Trevor. And every show we had a sign that just said missing, and it was a picture of Trevor, a screenshot of a video that we made where he was just like kind of crazy with his long hair. He kind of was doing this face.
You put
Trevor,
him on a
can you
milk
make
carton?
that face? It was the milk carton type.
Yeah.
The wanted poster has 1.3 million in child support due.
But so,
I need the money for that.
but we need to do a 3rd season where we do a tour in North Carolina, and the whole idea of the tour
West
is
Virginia.
we could try to do West Virginia on the way down.
And
It is
on
on
the
the
way
way
back.
down for some of us, but we
And on
have
the way
to
back.
find and on the way back. We have to find Trevor though. That's the whole point of it.
Okay.
And that I think is the finale of the content brigade is we finally find Trevor and we can.
I'll look
finally
for
be
him,
at-
and then while you're down there and you find him here, I don't know.
Do you know what we should do? Yo, straight up. And the masses, I'm sorry, I'll say it out loud. What we should do is we should have half the band go to one part of the country, half the band go to the other part of the country. And because there's so many of us, we play shows and we meet in North Carolina and we find Trevor.
Nucleus.
And we do the 4 or 5 show stint. Like we do like 2 shows nearby, and then we get there and we do like the 3 shows, and we find Trevor, and
dibs on Pat for the California one, so I don't have to sing.
Yo, what happens if one night Atticus Finch is playing at 2 spots in North Carolina?
Phase. It's the ultimate form of phase.
Atticus, yes, it's the ultimate phase. Oh my gosh. Tammy Tits, you hear that?
Who's Tammy Tits? I need to know who this is. Is this a male?
It's Tripoli.
Somebody find a photo.
So yeah, there was one of Brandon's best friends had this band called Snakeskin Machine Gun, and he wrote a song called Tammy Tits. And I don't know, one day we needed a nickname for Tripoli in a chat, and that was the name he got changed.
Sold.
So that was.
I would have used that one too. That's very clever thinking. Well, do you guys have any nicknames like the other band members don't know about? Like, say that you grew up with that's embarrassing that they don't know about. Anybody have anything like that?
Pepperoni nipples.
What?
Wow.
Pepperoni nipples.
Yeah, we were bullied in high school.
Who, your brother? You and your brother?
I was, yeah. We had big nipples.
Oh,
Yep.
that's
We got bullied for them in high school.
Let's see. No, I'm kidding.
You know, like,
Yeah.
you know how like a baby like kind of grows into their eyes? Well, we grew
into the nips, man.
I see. Yeah.
Once we hit
See,
about
now
20, man, it was good.
Now
Well,
they look
Tripoli's a
good,
baby who
like-
didn't grow into his body.
Come on.
Sorry, it's a low blow. He's not here to defend himself.
Who didn't?
Well, it's his fault for not being on here. I mean, geez.
He has the
Yeah.
code. He could probably log in at any moment and just roast the shit out of us and leave. That would
He
be,
does
that'd
have
be
the
such a
code.
big dick move.
Tripoli legit
And me.
does have
He
the
probably.
code.
I'd probably be included in that crap too. You know? Didn't even know me. No.
He probably
I'll
would
have him-
find a way to get past the Zoom lobby, Scott.
There he is.
Oh yeah, I did see him in the content things, didn't I? No.
Yeah, I think so. I
Did
think
I?
he's been in a couple.
I'll have to look closer next time. How was it out in California? It seemed like you guys had a great time out there.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
And was it Fresno that was like 96 degrees or something like that?
Yeah, Fresno was pretty hot. And then Fresno was extremely hot, but like it was a lot of fun. It was an outdoor thing. It was at a brewery, so Fruits had to test a flight, and especially with takers leavers, like even though there wasn't that like 40 people showed up, but like because there wasn't much going on. As soon as we started playing, takers leavers was just like, yo, hold up. It's just made it the life of the party, and we always try to do the same in return. But it was a great time. It was a great time going across California. I think the best one was the Lexington in LA. We didn't expect it to do that well. They just had got like a new management, and I went in and I was like, oh, audio's all wrong, being a sound guy. So I like fixed up all the audio and everything, and I told them how to like it's better now, whatever, which is probably not. But like at the end of the night, they were like, oh, if you do over this much at the door, you get like a percentage of the bar. And I honestly didn't think we were gonna get it. It was something like, I can't remember, it was like 75 or 100 tickets or something like that. And we were close. We were like 25 people away from selling out. And so I went to the bar, and the guy was like, are you serious? We're like, yeah, here's all the stuff. And then he called the manager. The manager's like, yep. And we walked away that night with enough to basically pay for, I think, gas the rest of the tour and a little bit towards hotels. I can't remember specifically, but it was really good. It was a fun time.
We got a deal on hotels though, because Nick worked for the hotel, so we were getting them for like $35 a night. So when we say we made enough money to pay for the hotels, it was like
you didn't pay the
$80.
real. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Did
true.
you
It's
guys
like
fly
$30
over
a
there?
night.
Work on that one, Pat.
Did you guys fly, or did you like take Route 66 all the way over there?
we flew. Frucci and I flew over, and it was a nice thing that it taught us, because like we don't see each other. Like getting everyone in the same room is impossible.
How far away are you guys? Are you? But you're in New York. You're just far from each other, correct?
Brandon and I are about 15 minutes from each other. Fruits is down actually New Jersey now.
Yeah, I'm just over the border. I'm
I've been to
in
Trenton.
New Jersey. Yeah.
Trenton's an interesting place. I've been there one time. Never go back. Anyway, go on.
Oh, I'm pretty much like hour and a half north of Trenton still. I'm like right on the border between New York and New Jersey.
Where are you? Mawa?
Awa.
What is it?
Mawa?
Bless you. Bless you.
Mawa. How do you say it, Mike?
Exactly like that.
Say it.
Mawa.
Mawa.
You're what? I don't know. That's the name of the town or city or
Yeah,
something?
yeah, same in the town.
Is that what kind of, is that Indian?
Mawa.
Yeah. A lot of the area was like former Native American ground.
It's a lot of New York is
Pretty much all of the Northeast, actually. Trev, this is probably your territory.
Shenandoah was telling me about the area around Peekskill. A lot of Indian names and things up in that area. I don't even know where.
Seneca, Cayuga, Mohawk.
Syracuse.
I'm literally thinking of 90 yet. Well, those are like Greek names. But like, what are like going across 90, dude? For what's the Onondaga? What's
they're named after the League of
the Iroquois Indians.
The Iroquois.
The
That's
Iroquois
it.
Native
That's it. The
American.
Iroquois. That's right. Yeah, a whole bunch of areas going right off 90 up. It's the interstate highway going through, all named after Native American. We got the Native American casinos up here, dude.
Oh, do you really?
Man.
That's great.
The Turning Stone. What's the nation that owns the Turning Stone? Are they the Seneca?
The Oneidas.
They're the Oneida County. Yep, we got a bunch of that up here.
They have the Seneca room though, and are the cigarettes named Seneca?
The cigarettes.
We have cigarettes.
We have was it American Spirit? I'm sure you guys have those up there too.
Those are delicious.
They're expensive.
That's
really
like
expensive.
a corporate thing. That's all.
Those
Indian.
are like high quality cigarettes.
That's not real Indian stuff.
Or what I want to say, all Native Americans.
Yeah, that's just Indian. That's not Native American. That's just an Indian brand.
Yeah.
So are the Indian casinos kind of like they are like on the movies and stuff? Is it the same kind of?
They're just normal casinos, man.
Yeah.
Ran by Indians.
Got like buffets and like slots and shit.
But not from India. They're actually Native American Indians, not like India.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Native American is that's my pet peeve is Native American. Not that I really care that much, but like it's so much easier to teach because like Brandon, I'm a teacher, so much easier.
They don't have reservations up there, right?
So much easier to say it that way.
They do have the reservations up there,
but they're probably not as big as like out west or whatever, right?
No, not as big as out west. But they're like, especially the Turning Stone, like that's, I don't know the exact statistics on it, but they may be like the #1 employer in that area.
Yeah.
Like
So they're
in
the public. They don't have their own schools. They're not that big reservations. So you have to teach the Native American children.
Oh yeah, a lot of it mingles together as far as the community goes. It's a kind of a plot of land that they live on, and then the tribe built a casino there, and it's pretty awesome. I mean, that was the nice thing growing up 35 minutes from a casino where you could always kind of go and hang out. That was it. Like if you were bored at like 1 a.m, you could just say, "Hey, who wants to hop in the car and go to Turning Stone?"
Are they open 24 hours?
Always
24 hours.
open, dude.
Oh yeah.
People are always throwing money down on
24/7,
tables, dude.
365.
I'm kind of. I got a picture.
Turning Stone at the clubs for a couple years actually.
Haven't
I got
been
a picture of the Walking Tall with a rock.
Lava.
I got that picture in my head that him going in there and just busting up the whole place. That was
Newman didn't have his. He didn't have his wedding at the Turning Stone, but we all stayed. A lot of people stayed at the Turning Stone.
Yeah. He had the cannery there. Dibbles in.
Yeah. So like,
dude, it's 5-star. Yeah, that's good.
So it's like a resort.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally a resort. They even have like an event center and like several clubs. Like the event center is kind of like a smaller arena. So like I worked for Brad Paisley there.
Interesting.
And that's
they get like big national accent and stuff. What'd you say, Pat? Sorry.
That's what's cool about it too. Like Jordan said, he worked for Brad Paisley there. So a lot of sound people, it's like they need stage hands. So like that's one thing that you could always kind of be on call for that.
What's the coolest show you guys have ever done? Like or played, coolest group you ever played with that people would know, like mainstream? Have you ever done anything like that? I'm sure you have.
Break this down into like 2 or 3 shows.
Say again.
Can we break this down in like
sure? Break it down, man. Break it down. Any way you want to answer it.
We opened up for Handguns in Oswego.
They played Warped Tour. They were a Warped Tour band. That was
When we played with them.
You weren't there. No, wait, you weren't. No, you weren't there for that one. You were there for the one.
I was gonna say, I know that you guys did multiple times, and one of them I was there, and a couple of them I wasn't. Handgun.
Yeah, and
did we ever play with what's that band that was from Albany? The hell's the name of that
I know
band?
what you're talking about. Yeah, they kind of went big. They're on Equal Vision, aren't they?
They closed Warped Tour in Buffalo that one year. Did we ever play with them?
Never played with them.
As the Skyfalls played with them, and then they won like a something. I don't know. It's like 7 years ago.
I would say the largest band we ever played with was a band called For the Win.
Yeah, Def, dude.
They were like kind of like a mega super group of a bunch of bands that went together. And they were in a short run, but they had the juice. They had a good record they put together, and fortunately short lived.
It was fucking key player, dude. Oh my gosh, their key player was incredible.
It was a collection, so it's actually quite a fond story. It seems like, and I'm gonna I'll be a little long in the tooth because I got to spice it up to be a story 10 years later. And I'm sure if Harley's on and watching, he'll be listening to this. He'll get a kick out of this one. So it was the Mohawk Valley. There were 3 bands, well, 4 bands, we'll say, that ruled it all. There was Visitor Parking Only. We can forget about them for the rest of the story.
Oof.
But that's where that's
sounds like a punk band. Were they a punk band?
They were the young up and comers. And then there was Atticus Finch, who was kind of like that band that was constant. But there were these other 2 bands, Saving Fairview, and then there was another band named the Underground Season. And all of us were ballooned, and there were other bands that would come in, and they would kind of be big in the Mohawk Valley scene because they kind of came through. We've never heard of Herkimer before. But anyways, so Saving Fairview and Underground Season, as long as you could get 2 of the 3 bands with us, it was a good show, guaranteed. You got all 3 of us, man, that was going to be quite a night. Members of the Underground Season and members of Saving Fairview started talking, got to know each other really good. They came together. They made a super group and called it For the Win. It was legendary. It was awesome. But unfortunately, it didn't last that long. So all that was left in the valley was Atticus Finch and Visitor Parking Only. It was a very dark time for the scene for a very, very long time. Until a place called the Inferno Lounge opened up on Herkimer's Main Street. And that was another...
Bands come in there. No, we had some big metal bands come
Jordan
through there.
Summers was conceived.
It just got really awkward right there for some reason.
Dude, the Inferno Lounge, man. I remember there was one... The Inferno Lounge was this pizza place on Main Street in Herkimer. And you have to understand, Main Street... It sounds cool, but Main Street's the dirtiest street in Herkimer, New York.
I think it's the dirty street everywhere.
And so, like, I remember there was one time they used to have metal shows there, and these kids would like kick each other and punch holes in the wall. There was one time I was down in the basement because like the owner of the pizza shop knew my older brother, and he's like, "Guys, come check this out. I don't know what to think about this." And you go down there, and you just hear these kids doing the metal stomps for the metal bands. You just see dust, dust, dust. He's like, "You guys think this is gonna cave in eventually?" And I remember walking up on that floor afterwards, being like, "I don't know about this anymore." But we had that was a gnarly venue though. That venue was awesome.
Yeah,
so it's not there anymore.
One of the metal bands I was in, we opened for Suffocate there, and Suffocate was one of the bigger like deathcore bands at the time.
Who was bringing in those metal bands? Who did that?
I honestly don't remember.
Wasn't Annie, was it?
No, definitely not Annie.
No, it was either Tripoli or our brother, my brother Mike, who was doing sound for all of those gigs though.
Yeah, that's right.
So they had constant the sound guys in the area always kind of had a constant, I don't know, $200 come into their pocket every Friday night, but it was good.
Yeah, and there was a while there. Every weekend there was a show at the Inferno Lounge.
Mm-hmm. So we had a pretty rocking scene for a town of what, like 9,000 people. Like
that's kind of like that kind of sounds like in Morgantown there's a place called 123 Pleasant Street. That's the address of the place, but it's been around for decades, probably since the early 70s. It's been under different names, but it's always been there, and they always have it's the place. If you want to go watch live music, that's where you go. Not necessarily just in the area, but if you're in Morgantown and you want to see like good original bands, that's where you go. And it kind of sounds like what you're.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's just never been one venue that's been able to hang on and make it, because, and I like kind of like we saw when we were been played over the years, you'd have these stretches where like everyone wanted the music, you had enough bands to suffice, and then all of a sudden there was only Atticus Finch, and Atticus Finch alone was not going to be enough to.
How did you guys do it so long like that? Like, I mean, and you're still doing it, and you know, have you ever?
I feel like, you know what happened? Honestly, I feel like there was always enough people in Herkimer to have a band. And that's like, I don't know, maybe you guys can cut me off here, but like, I feel like that's why it lasted for so long. There was at least like 4 or 5 of us living in Herkimer, or at least close. Like, think about it. When I was off at college, I wasn't in the band. And then when I lived in Herkimer, when I went to teach again, we recorded off the grid. Like, Trevor, I think you like, didn't you, what were you even doing? Where were you living back then when we did off the
He
grid?
was missing, apparently.
Well, this one was like, what, 10 years ago? 5, how many years now?
Off the Grid was 2013, I think.
Off the Grid is right before I moved down to North Carolina.
All right, that's when that was.
This is where we came from. Redo, I thought, was before you moved to North Carolina.
We did that in the same like 2-year stretch though, didn't we?
Yeah.
This was on the
you're right.
YouTube chat.
Yeah.
This is where we came from, I think was 2014, 15.
15. It was 2000. I'm pretty sure 2015. Yeah.
Yep, because I started teaching the fall school year in 2015. So yeah, we rushed it. We, like as the guys are saying, you got to find people who want to make music, and if they don't, then it's whatever. But you just go for it, and whoever's down to do it, then just do it. And that's, I think, the coolest part about this is that like we have multiple people in this band, and we're fine with it because it's like we're just making music, man. Like, we're just trying to have fun and like
do it, yeah.
put something out there.
And it's good. It's really good. It's good and catchy, but it's not so catchy that it makes it mainstream crap. You know what I mean? Like, it's I don't know if that makes sense, but like it's got, there's, I've been listening to it since I got a hold of you guys, and I can pick out parts now where it's like, okay, well, there's the hook that's going to bring me back to listen to it again. And then I don't know, that's just kind of the way I listen to things, but that's good. I mean, you guys have that. That's you're going for another 10 years, 12 years.
What's keeping it together too now is that everybody knows how to make music on their computer. Everybody's got their DAW, their interface, and we can just pass tracks back and forth now.
Yo, dude.
Good segue.
And that's how the latest album was, right? You had to do it that way for the newest album, right? Because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we literally never played those songs with each other.
I can't imagine what it's going to be like when we play it live for the first time.
I don't know, Patrick and Brandon, have you like jammed acoustically to those songs at all? Like, even when you guys were living together at all?
No.
Yeah, it's still never been done.
So
Brandon,
you haven't played the record, anything off the record together live?
Haven't rehearsed.
It's been COVID. It's been COVID since the record came out.
Are you guys? Is it opening back up that way at all?
Yeah. Oh shit, son. Literally, Cuomo got on today, and he's like, "Oh, we're at 70% vaccinated. Open up New York."
Same with
Told you
California.
do what you want. Everyone else
announced it for California too.
Did they do it in California?
Yep.
Right. He said that today. I'm not blowing lies all over you. All to like all 12 people watching.
No, he said that today.
70 people, open the fuck up, just like that.
Do you have anything coming up?
He goes, open the fuck up. It's also my dad's birthday today. Don't forget. Look that up. He literally said that.
Nothing yet, Scott. I think at this point we're, especially because there's so much planning that goes behind what we need to do. Like the last tour, literally, there was no rehearsal. Literally, some of us drove from Herkimer, and then Nick and Jordan flew into the Buffalo airport. We picked them up and then went and played the show. There was no rehearsal. We literally played a new song without actually ever practicing it. So to tell you the truth, you know what? It's kind of just the MO for us now. It's the only way to do it. We vacation tour, and it gives us an excuse to see each other. So now at this point, guys, I think Santa's last drop this December. I think that's the hope, right?
I think it would be dope.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
You guys coming home for it?
I am. I'll be there.
I will be in New York
for
Christmas for the first time in like 3 years. So
we get the OG drummer back.
That's the beautiful thing. We got. I don't know if Jordan. Do you know yet? Are you still on the fence?
I don't know yet. There's a tour that's up in the air for that time.
But that's the nice thing, Scott, because we have 4 of us. We know we can get it done with the 4 of us.
Yeah,
If Jordan shows up, it means it'll be even better. If Newman will be there, it'll be even better. And if somehow Nick Moran finds his way there, we get to see what it sounds like with 2 drummers.
That's great. That's great. Yeah. We could sit here for probably another 2 hours, and because there's way more that I want to ask you and talk about. So you'll have to come back on for like the 80th episode or the 50th. We'll bring you back for the 50th. Heck with it.
We'll do the 40. Tell you what, deal. We'll do the 40th. We'll do the 80th, and we'll do the 120.
If we get to that point, yes.
You make it to 80 and 120, we'll come back for those.
If I get there, but I appreciate you guys coming on, and it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. Like I said, I could sit here because there's so much more I want to talk about. I want to talk about the Content Brigade more, and I want to talk about the Santa thing, and there's just stuff. So we'll do it the next time. I'll write down all my questions.
All right, then we'll have
I'll just email you all my questions.
Another Content Brigade out.
I'll just email you all my questions, and then
Heck yeah, brother.
But hey, I gotta say, let's see. The next show? No, I already said that. That's Ire, right? I want to play Ire, but if you can't hear it, I don't know whether to play it or not. Maybe I will anyway. Why does that do that? Somebody ringing a doorbell. You guys hear that too?
It's a Facebook message.
No, that's dumb.
Someone got the message.
Somebody's interrupting me is what's happening. Or you or me. Or something.
It was me the whole time.
I'm excited that I went to Finland. Well, I didn't go. The show went via Zoom to Finland a couple months ago now, I think. And with Rats Will Feast. And I'm trying to get them. I'm trying to raise some money to get them to come over here. They've never been to the U.S. before. They're really good. I think. I mean, it just depends on if you like that kind of music. But even if you don't like that kind of music, if you just listen to the style and the drumming and the bass, I mean, it's excellent. They're really good musicians. I started a GoFundMe for them, and they're called Rats Will Feast is the name of their band. It's all in capital letters. You can't miss it. They scream at a lot. We were talking about that on the show. Is how do you train your voice to do that, and what do you feel like after you're done doing a whole show of screaming? But anyway, so I'm trying to. It's about $10,000, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, just depending on what the airfares are at the time, and that's just to get 4 of them round trip airfare. That's it. The other stuff I'll figure out. What they're gonna. I mean, obviously play some shows and stuff. So that's on the GoFundMe app if you have it, or the website. And I also started one on Facebook last week before. I started one on there too, just so some people don't like to. They like their own little Facebooks and stuff like that. So anyway, check that out. And if you got $1, toss one in there. We've raised 15 since we started. But hey, it probably won't be till next summer, maybe the summer after. I don't know. But I think it'd be cool to get 4 guys from Finland that's never been to the United States, and they just want to try to make a name for themselves over here.
How do you spell Ire? I-R-E?
IRE, yeah, that's the band from Pittsburgh. That's coming on next week. Yeah.
Oh, what was the name?
Yeah, Rats Will Feast is the band from Finland.
Rats Will Feast, thank you.
Yeah, really cool bunch of guys, and it was great podcast having them. But anyway, I'm going to go international again on the 6th, July 6th. Yeah, 5th, whatever Tuesday is of that week. What a Brazil this time. These guys, I have my electronic stuff. I do electronic stuff like on Moogs and Volcas and stuff, and I have my stuff up on SoundCloud. And they started following me. I don't have many followers at all. I have more people I follow than It's I don't even think I have 100. Anyway, they started following me, and so I just I listened to their stuff, and I saw them on Instagram, so I started talking to them, and they're down in Rio de Janeiro, and they're interested in being on. So. Lucky Jesus. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I don't know if it's the Jesus or the Jesus. It could be. We'll see. But they'll be on the 6th. So that'll be a fun episode. And Finland's 7 hours ahead. I had to do the show at noon so they could do it at 7 their time. That was awful for me because I'm not funny at noon. You know what I mean? I don't think I'm funny ever. So it's they're going to do it at 6 o'clock Eastern time, so it'll be 7 o'clock their time. So that'll be a fun show. It's fun doing stuff in America, with American bands and stuff, and just meeting people, across the country. But gosh, another country altogether is interesting. What are they doing? What's going on over there? So apparently Rio is dangerous at night, so that's why they need to do it at 6 o'clock. I didn't know that. So, but they're a techno, like kind of like a tech house duo from Rio, so that'll be fun. So that's and then let's see. I have a band coming down here to play acoustic. They're called 320 McLean. They're from Morgantown, and that'll be the first show in July on the second Friday, something like that.
Pack schedule.
Yeah, and then but I'm going to travel a little bit. I'm going to go down to Princeton, which is they call it the FU state, West Virginia, because when you make the state with your hand, it's like this, right? That's West Virginia. I don't know how it would be. So I'm let's see. Yeah, it would be like this. Okay, so I'm here. Okay, so this would be like Wheeling and Eastern Panhandle here. It's FU state. See,
I was going to say, they make choice words of
yes,
fingers.
So Princeton is down here, so I'm going down to Princeton to go see the Curses guys. Are going to have a house party. Their first show back from the pandemic. They were on the show, and they got signed by Sharptone back in October. So,
all right.
So good band from West Virginia. I want to go down and check them out. So that's July so far. Brazil and Princeton and a studio show down here. So that'll be fun. You guys should have played something. Well, you're all in different places. That would have been different. You couldn't have done that probably, but somebody could have played something. I mean, Jordy's got that sexy microphone. I'm sure he's got a sexy guitar laying around.
I'm gonna play something.
Yes, Brando.
All right. Yeah.
I'm gonna play something.
Yeah. Oh, that. There we go. Yeah.
You hear that?
I would play something, but I'm going to open mic tomorrow. So.
Well, does anyone else have their instruments out, or literally I'm the only one with the guitar out?
No, my instruments are with you, Brandon.
Yo, do you guys fucking like this? Look at that hutch and look at this. Look at that. What is it called? Wallpaper.
Wallpaper's tight, bro.
This is sick hutch.
Oh man. Oh, he's got his.
Big hutch.
Like a
There's Starsky and there's Hutch.
Called from the cold.
I do that song.
Just when I was low and feeling short and stable, that she intends, all that she implies, that reality's not able. I don't know the words, can you tell? Breaking the bends. Here we now, where we ever begin. Look at Frusci's face right now. Look at him. 'Cause I have found all that shimmers in this world is sure to fade. Wait again.
Hey Rob, Commando was playing Shimmer. That's his favorite song. He hates when I play it. So.
It is his favorite song. I knew that. I played it just for him. I knew that.
He's in, what's that say?
Tripoli loves Taco Bell.
Tripoli's he's watching.
Yeah, he's been watching.
Stalking.
But he does. He watches.
Just from the.
I always feel like Tripoli's watching me.
That's terrific.
It's because he is.
Hey, that other Atticus Finch band that's on the Apple Music thing that shows up on your page, they have a song called "Truly, Madly, Deeply." Honest to God, it's not a cover of Savage Garden, but that's what it's called. Check it out.
We should write a song called "Tripoli, Madly, Deeply."
Find them. I'm gonna find them.
Y'all should check out that rapper who as Atticus Finch on Spotify, dude. That guy, Jordy Bond, the Atticus Finch, dude.
I'll check him out.
The Atticus Finch tour. All three of us go on tour.
Jordy, do you rhyme? Is that what they're? Are they?
Oh my gosh!
Good plug, Jordy. Let's go.
Let's hear it. Yeah, I want to hear it.
Come on, Jordy. What are you gonna do with all this tension, Jordy? I can feel your apprehension, Jordy.
You can't tell about your Instagram? You can't tell about your Instagram?
About my Instagram? What about my Instagram?
What about your Instagram? Do you have a TikTok?
Yeah, actually, I do have a TikTok. But it's mostly just me bitching about people.
I thought he quit IG.
Yeah, I should just to stick true to my word.
Jordy, look up Jordy the Blonde, everybody. If you're curious,
give us
don't already know what
that guy.
Here's your platform for a shout out here.
My elevator pitch.
Yeah.
So,
it has to rhyme though.
I used to work. I can't freestyle to save my life. That's why I do mostly pop, man. I can't do this on the spot. No, I used to work with a major label. I did sound and I wrote a few things. And especially with the studios I work out of, I do a lot of production. So I started working on my own music. A couple of songs I wrote with Max Frost, Taylor Upsall, worked on a few things, just like hanging out, coming up with ideas. And yeah, I just put out some stuff in March. Been working on it through the pandemic, and in less than 6 months, I had 2 EPs worth of material. I just haven't put out the second EP yet because I need to have, I need to do it justice to make a music video.
Make them wait for it.
Exactly, make them wait for it.
You gotta build that up.
Gotta build the tension.
Exactly. You're downplaying it, man. This shit's fire.
Oh, thank you.
No, good. Everyone, if you haven't heard it already, go up with Jordy. Jordy, you know I got that love for you, man.
These are all just, I see, like I used to do this whenever I'd go on tour with an artist or something like that. I would start to use their song titles and stuff to answer their questions or whatever. And I'm realizing like, okay, that is pretty frustrating.
I'm no good.
I'm gonna keep doing it.
No better.
Well, hey, you guys stay on the Zoom for a little bit here. Once we quit the feed. It sucks. I about the song stuff. I don't know why. I'll figure it out.
Fuck it, who cares?
That'll make him go listen to it. Go listen to Atticus Finch's stuff because it's. Oh hey, Mr. Commando just played Shimmer on guitar. It was phenomenal. He played for you.
Did it just for you, Rob?
I told him he loved that song.
Just for Rob.
Just for Rob. Just for you.
Just for you, Rob.
He said, does it come with a Powerpuff Girls purse? Is that what you said? That's dumb. He secretly loves that song. I'm gonna play it for you when we're done with it. When I'm done with this. Rob's cool though. He helped me a lot along the way. Hey Rob, this is episode 40, and you're not a part
40
of
episodes,
sad.
man, in the fucking bag, baby.
He's mad because I won't pay
can't.
him.
Pat, go closer. We can't see it.
Why is it? Yeah. Why is it?
Oh my gosh, it's blocking it out. Oh.
That's
I'm gonna say it explains a lot.
Hey, thanks for coming on, guys. I appreciate it. I really do.
Hey, thanks for having us.
It was fun. It was fun, and we could talk for days, but we'll do that another.
Yeah, we volleyed this
day.
shit pretty hard, dude. For like what, 80 minutes? Not bad.
We jammed it out. It's one of the. No, I've done it longer. I don't know. Hey, I'm gonna end the episode on Ire, so hopefully it plays when I upload it back. I don't know how that stuff works, but yeah, stay on the thing, guys, for a second. And hey, Keep Me Alive will be back on next Tuesday, a week from today, with Ire. So we'll
see you next Tuesday, everybody.
And here is some Ire. This is Lost Your Faith.